Hi, I'm Fred Mergen with Mergen Mixed Martial Arts. In this video, we're going to talk about how MMA fighters are matched. The way MMA fighters are matched is by weight class. So let's take light heavyweight. It's 205 and all the way up to 215. So if you're in that weight class, that's what you're going to be in. You're going to be in the light heavyweight. Now, if you're fighting for a title, if the title is at 205, both fighters have to weigh at 205. If they're like 206, then they're going to lose money on their purse. Same with amateurs. If they're off by a half a pound or a pound, they won't have the fight happen until one of the fighters either gains or loses the weight they need to get to 205. Weigh-ins typically on an MMA fighter the night before or the day before, usually 12 hours before. So if you fight on a Saturday, you weigh in on Friday night. And what happens after you weigh in, you want to go and bulk back up the weight you lost, either by eating rice, chicken. You want to stay with the proteins, and then get your weight back up and then get all healthy. Some MMA fighters go as far as getting IVs put in to replenish all the fluids. Most fighters are going to try and lose weight to get to the weight class and then gain it back so they have an advantage on the ground. If it's a ground fight, when they get on the ground, if they have an extra 10 pounds, that makes a big difference. So basically, most fighters will drop down in weight. For a long time, the MMA fighter, UFC fighter, Frankie Edgar, fought at 195, and that's what he fought at. He would walk around at 197, cut 2 pounds, and fight at 195, and did a phenomenal job at it. You know, now I think he's fighting a little less. He's cutting about 10 pounds just to get to his fight, which is phenomenal. It's very dangerous to cut a lot of weight for MMA fighters. I actually have a friend of mine who just fought pro and lost 20 pounds in one day and was dry heaving the whole time at weigh-ins and ended up losing. Because what happens is you lose all your nutrients and then you expect them to gain back in one day. That's a really tough thing to do. So you want to try and be smart about cutting weight. Don't try and cut too much weight. That's how you can get sick, and in the future you'll probably have some health issues you don't want to really deal with. Thank you for watching how MMA fighters are matched. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below in the comment area. And if you're interested in the weight divisions, click on the link below and it'll take you right to the page where you can see where the divisions of what weights, classes, and everything. Thank you for watching my videos. And if you liked it, please give me a like. And if you want more, subscribe to my channel. And in the meanwhile, look at the bottom and you'll see some more videos you can check out.